Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to take a look at the market from a technical and look at DXY, Euro USD, GU, AU, and USD CHF. But before we get there, let's go through some of the questions that we have received over here. Mr. Zondo, run up the likes. There we go. Guys, don't forget, if we get 150 likes on this video, I will be dropping the EA that I showed you guys in that video for absolutely free. I'll leave a link to the group in the description below so you can go and check it out. You are the top G. Show it. How much capital do you need to trade with the EA? I don't know. I'm not going to give any recommendations. I'm going to send it out. What to do with it is up to you. You can deposit whatever you have. Just don't say I said so. Hi Rolio, can we get the teaser link? It will be pinned to this video. But I don't know. Rolio, can you please say the link? I will do so. And then we've got, what prop firms do you recommend is my funded? So I trade with Next Step Funded at the moment, and I've got an account with FTMO, and those are the only two people that I've used. And then I've got others that I'm waiting for withdrawals from, but I've not used FundedX or TFT yet. Funded Next and True Forex funds, no, I've not used them before. DJ Nathan, lower time frames usually don't respect pending orders during high impact news. Exactly. You know, you can do it on 4 hours. You can do it on a daily time frame. You know, the market will eventually slip you completely and not triggered. Yeah. So that's not a recommended way to trade, but I know there's people out there. I know people out there who wants to trade like that, who enjoys trading like that. How do we join the Telegram group? I think one question mark should be enough, my friend. By YouTube views, you are too old to set another goal to dream a new dream. Okay, the ghost. Thanks, bro. Don't forget about German 30. No problem. We can add the German 30 to the watch list over here. Let's add that one just broke actually below instead of above, but we'll talk about that one now. How to please teach as traders how can I avoid paying teach about tax as traders, how can I avoid paying it. I can't give you advice on how to avoid paying it, but I've made a full video on how tax works. If you It's just as declaring any other income. So I made a video on that. So just make sure you check out on the channel. Neil, I often wonder how successful investors. I'm not going to read that any further. This is probably one of those the videos where there's the spam videos. Sorry, spam comments. Reply is this is a great strategy, but brokers will slip you. 100% correct. Brokers will do whatever they can to make sure that you don't. That even if you are right, they'll still close your trades that you've had pending orders for. I know, I agree with that. Uti, thank you, sir. Great content. Can you please drop Telegram? It will be pinned to the comments of this thingy over here. Telegram, profitable week, all blessing. Thank you, Mr. Noob. Another amazing breakdown, and then that's it. Okay, so I had to run through that because I actually wanted to get to this over here. To the breakdowns to give you guys an update. We're gonna start with DXY. So if you've watched the breakdown on Sunday on DXY, everything went exactly as anticipated. I do expect a pullback in the market now before a further continuation, as I still expect this market to continue higher and higher and higher. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, we've broken above the risk trend line. DXY is still set to go all the way up until there, but it's gonna take some time to get there. But the momentum has been doing very well. Firstly, what we can see here, the market had broken above this very important level of resistance. Once the resistance gets broken, the market then print this level as support. So I do expect a pullback before a continuation to the upside. Market printed this massive impulse. After an impulse, you expect a correction. And if you take your Fibonacci from the low to the high, you can see we do have the confluence of the 61.8 Fibonacci level that's lining up perfectly with this previous level of support of the resistance that is now acting as a level of support. So I do expect a deeper pullback for DXY for now, And then from there, we can obviously make another update. We do have the consumer confidence coming through today. If you don't know what the consumer confidence is, it's basically the confidence that consumers has in the market. Next up, we've got Euro USD. If you got into this trade, you know you sort of probably made some good money. What we have over here is we've got a market that broke below this level of support, and once support gets broken, it becomes resistance. We also have this massive impulse here, and we expect that correction before that last continuation to the downside. Then if you take your Fibonacci from the high to the low, you can see we do have the confluence of the 0.382, and this is telling us that this downward momentum is very strong in terms of the way that it is bearish. So this bearish momentum is quite strong. If we go once this pullback is completed, and then I'll give you guys another update from there as well. Next up, we've got GU also just went up to hit that level with that candle, started this melt to the downside. We have this massive impulse. We got a market that are also broken below this very important structural level over here. Let me just remove that. If you look slightly left, you can see here in particular this level over here acted as a level of resistance, broke above that, tested it as support once, twice, broke below support, and it's now once again turned resistance. We have the confluence of this impulse. After an impulse, you expect a correction, and the best way to measure that correction is by taking the Fibonacci from the low, from the high to the low. We can see we've got the confluence of the 61.8 Fibonacci that's lining up perfectly with that structure. And if we look left, we also got this market that's currently testing previous structure as well. That is important to wait for this market price action to first develop bullish, like wait for the for the market to start printing some bullish momentum before you get into this market. AUD USD still not broken out of this consolidation that I've been talking about since forever. So again, nothing much here to see. So I can't wait for this market. So this market needs to break out first before we can get a clear direction on there. Next up, USD CHF pullback expected here. What we got here is we've got a market that had broken recent, very important recent structure. Here you can see this level over here acted as a level of support, and then the market broke below support, came back, tested it as resistance once, twice, creating an equal high. The market's back there again. So the market broke and closed above that, came back for the pullback. There's obviously a continuation to the upside. Again, I do expect a correction in the market, but with this type of price action, what I would suggest is we best wait for a candle to close below this level, because in order for this market to pull back to the 61.8, which is lining up perfectly for this structural level over here, I would suggest that we need a clear break below this structure here, which is acting as a level of resistance that the market had broken above. Once resistance gets once support gets broken, it will become resistance, and then we can expect this move to the downside. So I would say it's best to just monitor this price. As we do get a green candle again today, then this market is definitely continuing higher. So you can't really be looking for shorts around this area, because it's way too close to previous structure. Next up, German 30 over here. Let's see, we've got a breakout over here. So we do expect a pullback and then a continuation further to the downside. You can firstly see this market had been consolidating, and I've been speaking about this market many times, where it's been just bound in this range, broke below, came back, tested it with this green candle, continued lower, opened up with a gap, and now we can expect a pullback and then a further continuation to the upside. So we are currently faced here with structure, so I do expect this pullback to take place, and then from there we can once again monitor price action again. Guys, that is it from my side. Thank you for your time, and as always, cheers for years.